Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Soccer Examiner. I'm Victor and I'll be predicting all the games for the round of 16. So let's begin with the first match, the Uruguay versus South Korea game. I think all these games from now on should be pretty fairly interesting. Uruguay versus Korea, Korea obviously quick on speed, quick on the counterattack. As for Uruguay, so far has been a very disciplined team, hasn't conceded a goal. And has a good striking pair up front. Now, to me, I think what Uruguay has to do is, control the midfield and have a steady backline, which later will be probably called upon to make some key saves. Maybe not a lot, but very important saves in the end. As for Korea, what they have to do, flank play, quick counterattack, and, focus on speed. What Uruguay have to do is they have to cancel out Jung-Si Park, just because he is a valuable player for Korea. He is a good distributor of the, he'll distribute the balls to the forwards. So if you cancel the distribution, you're basically gonna annihilate the attack. So that's what Uruguay should do. I'm going for Uruguay obviously in this game, winning over South Korea. On to the next game, the United States versus Ghana game. For me as an American, should be a very interesting game. We want some revenge, especially on Ghana since they eliminated us from the group stages last time. Now, the U.S. have to do is they have to be focused, especially coming off that run. I think we'll have the determination to go into this game. Ghana, obviously, coming off the other end, they lost the last game against Germany. Can't seem to find their scoring form, especially with their forwards. Only depending on penalty kicks so far. But hopefully they won't be, at least for me as a fan, hopefully they won't be enlightened or motivated enough in the forward front. But can still be dangerous. They're really quick. I know it's a cliche, but it's true, especially for Ghana. Very quick. They'll be waiting for the counterattack. What you guys have to do is they have to cut down the speed. Will Gooch start? I'm not sure. I mean, I like the way Bornstein played in the last game, especially since the other team was African, Algeria. So we're gonna need some quickness for our defense, especially since Gooch isn't the fastest guy out there. But yeah, and then we need to control midfield. Hopefully we'll have a Bradley pairing with another defensive midfielder, maybe Clark or Adu. And then save that attacking or creative midfielder for the second half. Anyways, I'm going for the U.S. on this one to beat Ghana. Off to the next match, the Germany versus England game. Uh, this one obviously should be very interesting. I see these both teams being fairly equal. If I had to pick one, I would obviously pick Germany. They have shown a little bit more than England, at least at this stage. But hey, it's the World Cup. Anything can happen. A lot of surprises have happened already. So England could possibly sneak out with the win. Um, I see this game going into extra time, to be honest. Maybe penalty kicks, who knows? Germany, has to be strict on the defense. With Philip Lahm coming off the right wing there. And, Perimeter Soccer has to be solid in the central defense. Neuer has to be key uh, for what's it called, for Germany, especially when you have players like Defoe and Rooney, who unfortunately hasn't shown up yet. He has to continue to increase his game, grow as a player. He hasn't shown up much, but hopefully this game will be the game where he'll be able to stand out amongst the starting 11. As for England, same with the defense. They have, Germany has a good striking force with Podolski, Schweinsteiger off the midfield. So really, really offensive Germany squad. So John Terry, Ashley Cole have to be key players on the defense. And then you have the goalkeeper, with James. I believe goalkeepers will be key for this game. They'll have key saves. So yeah, I'll be going probably for Germany on this one, but it should be a close game. Next one, the Argentina versus Mexico game. It's a game I've been waiting for. Especially since the '06 game, where Argentina broke Mexican hearts with that Maxi Rodriguez beautiful goal, best goal of the tournament. Now, this Mexico obviously isn't the same Mexico, or I should say these teams aren't the same from '06. Argentina obviously have a better striking force. Mexico, I don't know. Technically they're saying they have the best team that Mexico has had so far, but I would debate that they did play better in '06. I mean, yes, they got the same results, but it was more convincing soccer, especially with the job that Ricardo Lavolpe did. Um, you know, Previous matches with Argentina as Ricardo Lavolpe as head coach, they played great. The Confederations Cup, they went all the way to penalty kicks. Um, and then you have the '06 World Cup, with Lavolpe as head coach. They went to extra time. And then when Hugo Sanchez came in the Copa America, they just got thrashed 3-0 by Argentina. I don't know what El Vasco Aguirre has in mind. Obviously, Mexico has the tactical advantage because Ricardo Volpe has more experience than Maradona. But in the end of the day, they're the players that are gonna decide the match. So I'm going with Argentina on this one, winning over Mexico. Next match, the Netherlands versus Slovakia game. Slovakia obviously very motivated since they knocked out the reigning world champions. But Italy hasn't playing well at all, so whatever. Anyways, Netherlands, good team. Haven't shown us completely their style of play. We're expecting still more from them, but they're starting to play better. I see this Netherlands team being more dominant. Slovakia will have to depend on VTech to create a lot of opportunities. And good solid defense, midfield. That's the thing we need to do. We need to control the midfield because that's what Netherlands are going to do. They're going to propose the game. They're going to try to control it and play their own game. So what Slovakia has to do is disrupt that function. Cancel out Schneider, cancel out Van der Vaart. Just take control of the midfield and just counterattack whenever they have the opportunity. So I think Netherlands winning this game. Next game, the Brazil versus Chile game. Very very good game from my eyes. Two CONMEBOL teams. Always a great pleasure to watch. Brazil have the upper hand slightly, but Chile will not go down without a fight. They will bring the game to Brazil. Alexis Sanchez has to be the creative player because I don't know if Suazo is fit or match ready for this game. A key game. But I'm hoping to see Suazo maybe in the second half. He did have that beautiful goal in the Copa America against Brazil, so maybe he'll be inspired enough to score maybe one or two goals. As for Brazil, no nonsense, good defense. Lucio showed that he can take care of the best when he was marking Cristiano Ronaldo. So I will be tipping towards Brazil in this one, but it should be a close match. The next game, Paraguay versus Japan. Another interesting game. Obviously, I'm going for Paraguay in this game. Japan, obviously, they aren't a team to underestimate. I believe that's what Denmark did. The coach, like I said he said that he wasn't afraid of Honda, and he, in the end, was the man of the match in my eyes. So they have to be careful with that. Have a lot of creativity. But Paraguay, has a good defense. They only conceded, I believe, one goal, and that was against the Italians. Afe, mistake by the goalkeeper. So far, they are very good, disciplined in the back line. As for the attacking portion, they need to start, finishing more opportunities, but they will get a lot. Good service from the midfield. Vidal has to be key for the defense, and Japan obviously will depend on Honda, Endo. I'm hoping to see Nakamura in this game. Hasn't been playing at all, but we'll see. I'm tipping for Paraguay to beat Japan. Now for the last game, the Spain versus Portugal game. A good game European-wise. Spain, coming off a good game against Chile. As for Portugal, horrible game. Don't even watch the highlights because it was just plain boring. Very physical. Anyways, I'm seeing Spain being a more complete team. Portugal, shaking in the defense. Good, with Cristiano Ronaldo, but I just see Spain being a more complete team, more disciplined on the back line. Even though I know Portugal haven't seen a goal, but they haven't faced the quality of teams. Well, with the exception of Brazil, quality teams that Spain has faced. So I'm going with Spain on this one. to beat Portugal. And that's it for this episode. I will see you guys for the other predictions for the quarterfinals. Bye.